Hi guys, I'm Jamal Stone.
I'm Chantal Aids.
We are on our way to Comic-Con 2014, our very own custom-made, donated by Chevy, Uber car with a Sonic the Hedgehog theme. Also, we have our superhero stuff, Batman shirts on. Chantal, are you excited?
I'm uber excited. There's cosplayers, celebrities. Oh my God, Madame Tussauds, they have a little surprise. I can't wait to see it.
Marvel's got some announcements. You're going to see a whole bunch of panels. I'm excited. I can't wait. You ready to go inside?
I think it's going to be uber awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Tell us about your character on the show.
I play Cassandra. She is a synesthete, which is a real thing. I did not know about it until I started playing this character, but it's an actual thing, which is really cool. Her senses are all cross-wired in her brain. So numbers look like colors to her. She hears music instead of math. She smells breakfast whenever she's talking about science. She has a photographic memory too, which means she's just got access to all of this stuff in her brain. Her way of seeing it is totally different than anyone else's. She's unfortunately, and because of this, sort of been ostracized. It's hard to make friends when you've got weird things flying in front of your face and you're singing and smelling things that aren't there. Her family doesn't get her, so she's had a bit of a tough life. And she has this amazing moment when Flynn comes up to her in the pilot and not only says, like, you're okay, but says, you're amazing, and this is a gift, and I know how to use it. And he takes her away into this, like, magical world, and it all of a sudden opens her eyes and her whole world up again. And she's, her curse is now her gift, and she's got to figure out how to use it.
What's interesting is you all seem like all your characters are like misfits, and yet when
we are a ragtag group.
But when you all come together, then all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, this is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah. It's neat, and I think too we all have this different reaction to where we are and what we're doing. This like Cassandra goes into it as like, this is awesome. Magic is great. Are you kidding me? It's like she is so psyched. It's like first day of school. She's got her like backpack and she's like ready to go, and like magic exists. Awesome. And the other guys are like, what? Not entirely so sure about anything and very skeptical and really not happy about being there. But I think that's part of what the fun of the show is watching these people who don't get along, who have totally different opinions, different points of view, different things that they like and things that they're good at, watching them try to get along. And eventually, of course, we do get along. But there's a lot of comedy to be had in the beginning with these people who do not have anything in common. Yeah.
So it's a group of misfits.
It's a total group of misfits.
How does that compare to the group in Kick-Ass?
Also a group of misfits.
Of course.
I specialize in playing weird people. Misfits, yeah. It is. I mean, it does have a similar sort of quality to some of the Kick-Ass stuff in that it's just a group of weird people who are trying to do right. Yeah.
The synesthete thing sounds like it would be very challenging to play. I mean, trying to keep track of all the senses and everything. How has that been for you?
It has been very challenging. I'm really lucky. John Rogers is smarter than smart, and he writes scripts that make sense, which is important, especially with a character like this. And he tracks her disease and her feelings very, very well for me. I also do a lot of work in sort of preparation, and I try to learn what I'm talking about, because a lot of math and science stuff I do not know. It's very difficult to play someone who is so much smarter than you. I am not that smart. But I've learned a lot because of it, and it is something that I'm constantly tracking and want to keep my eye on, just to make sure that her progression is real and feels genuine and feels authentic, because it is a real thing, and I would like to honor that in the best way that I sort of can. Yeah.
Since this is something that's real, right?
Yeah.
That she's dealing with, what would you say to other people who are dealing with other kind of disabilities?
Find it. Find what makes it okay, and find what makes it your gift. Because, terrible things happen all the time to people, but finding a way to look at it positively and to be able to do something with it, whether it's like, I don't know, working for a charity that supports other people, giving your time to that. Like, there's got to be something good in everything. That's okay? Yeah. Okay.
right.
That's what I would say. Because that is what she does. That's what happens to her. Is she's sort of lived in this shell. For me, this is a terrible thing. And when she's given an opportunity to use it for good, it changes her whole world. She all of a sudden has friends and has purpose. And so I think if you can find a way to look at it like that, maybe people can learn from her.
I actually have a friend who has it.
Do you really?
Yeah, when she hears music, she sees colors.
That's amazing.
So it's going to be really interesting to see how it's like portrayed, like
Yeah.
on the screen, and like tell her like, there's a character that has synesthesia. You need to watch this.
Yeah, it's funny. When I started talking about it, a friend of mine was like, wait, that's a thing? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I have that. I see, he sees numbers as colors. And so he was like, I didn't even know it was a thing. I was like, it is. You should totally watch the show. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's interesting. We get to play a little bit with sort of the extremity of it, because I think a lot of people who have this only have one sort of version of it, whereas Cassandra is, for dramatic effect, sort of all of it, all at once. And we've done something really cool where you guys will get to see what she sees. So picture like a big like sort of fishbowl screen around your head, and all of the images and all of the sounds are all sort of flashing up on it all at once, which is really helpful for me as an actor, because so I don't look crazy. But you'll all get to see sort of what I see as the character, which is really cool. It's sort of a point of view of magic in her head, which is kind of awesome.
So do you have a favorite episode so far?
Yes, the fairy tale one.
Cool. Getting different answers from everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. I thought
That
everyone
one's
was
come up
doing
a
that.
few
I love it. It's so funny. I think what's awesome about it is that we all know the fairy tale. So it's a very common experience, no matter like where in the world you're from. These archetypes in these stories are universal. And so we all know them. And so when we get thrown into this real life fairy tale, the way we all respond to it, the way we all change, it is, I mean, it's just funny. It's just funny to me. It's awesome. I got to do things I have never done before and probably will never be asked to do again. So I had a really good time. I can't wait to see what people think of it. Yeah.
Tell us what these things.
Of course not.
Nice try, though.
Have to fun.
It's a good try. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't. But it is a really fun episode, and I think it's all of us. It's all of us sort of at our best and in a different light, and it's really it's a lot of fun.
What about the effects, the visual effects around your characters to have all the power, right?
Yeah, it's the visual effects for Cassandra are great and super helpful to me as an actor, because everyone gets to see it. I kept saying, you guys are not going to hang me out to dry, right? You're not. It's not going to be. You just need to be doing this all the time. Again, everyone's like, "What's she doing?" So, because you guys will get to see what I see, I think it'll help. And I think all of the effects are actually, they're fun because they're really supportive of the story. So they have a place. You know, it's not just like things blowing up for the sake of things blowing up. It's all very in with the story and very character based, which is it's great. I love that.
What about the set itself? I mean, the library was pretty impressive on the movies.
Yeah.
What's it like for the TV show?
It's stunning.
Oh,
It's so beautiful. When we walked in for the first time, I was like, who made this? Can they come to my house and recreate some point? Like, it's so beautiful. It's enormous. It gives us so much room to play. Like, everyone's got sort of a little corner of something that they can, like their like area to hang out in. The books. I just am a big nerd and a big book fan, and so like, floor to ceiling, all real books. Amazing. It's stunning. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.